you heard him right. Who cares where millions of dollars went?
First off, she sounds like a cartoon character. Hi, guys. It's me, HawkTuah Girl. I got a guy in my ear. He's my publicist. He's telling me I need to get off this call ASAP before I destroy everything. Oh, for sure. She's just a blonde cowgirl who spits on dicks. Yep, that's essentially all she does. You could say whoever's doing this is the sleaziest of the sleazeballs. And you can guarantee probably the same people who did it with Boogie. It's the same people who did it with everybody else.
E.G. lately standing for what's right.
Coffeezilla pretty much made his name going after Sam Bankman-Fried. He's the guy from FTX. If you guys pay attention to any type of news, FTX was a huge, probably bigger than Coinbase, cryptocurrency exchange. And they had people like Tom Brady who were spokesmen for them. They had people like that guy from Curb Your Enthusiasm, Larry David. And a lot of us know who Coffeezilla is through our Mr. Beast investigation. So let's take a look here. Coffeezilla looking into Halle Walsh. Halle Walsh released a meme coin, which meme coins don't have any utility. They're basically like a culture coin, a way to make money off of an idea more than anything. So let's take a look here. Coffeezilla is going to break things down for us, and then I'll chime in where I can. I'll try not to pause Andy, but I got a fair use it, or else I'm just stealing from Coffeezilla, and that's no good.
Today we're breaking down the HawkTuah scam, exactly how it happened, and I'm going to confront the people behind it. Well, I did last night, and let me just say, it didn't go very well.
Happy to answer any
I have questions. I have questions. I'm raising my hand. Hey, guys.
What, Coffeezilla?
Hey, this is one of the most miserable, horrible launches I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, then why the fuck are you on?
Profiting from the rug pull, I think it's relevant.
We didn't.
See, it's hard to feel bad for Halle when Coffeezilla is trying to express concern, and she's just like, well, why the hell you here then? She sounds like a total cartoon character.
Pull a rug. I don't know what you're trying to say. It's not true. That's defamation.
Doc,
You're saying,
do the math. Do the math.
Defamation. You're saying that we pulled a rug. There was no rug pull.
3%.
You're defaming our character.
Are you not gonna let me talk? You just talk over me. You talk over me.
I'm hearing bullshit.
Yeah, these people were completely unhinged, unwilling to take any accountability, and we'll talk more to them in a second, but I want to break down the HawkTuah scam. I think people are confused with this kind of stuff. I want to start with the big tweet that kind of set it all off. That would be this by Bubble Maps, which showed 96% of the supply was controlled by the team and was being sent out to a bunch of smaller wallets. The implication being that some of them might be dumping on you pretty quickly.
Yeah, one thing about celebrity coins is if they release one, like if Taylor Swift ever released a coin, which would probably actually do well because of just how massive of a celebrity she is. Iggy Azalea has done it. She put out a coin called Mama. That coin actually did okay, but then there's been like Boogie2988 put out a coin, instantly rug pulled, which means people who invest early get to buy it at a cheaper price, and then when it goes public, a lot of people invest in this coin, which shoots the price of it up, and then the people who got in early sell it on the people who are buying now, basically stealing their money and turning around and selling it for a higher amount. If you think the fucking HawkTuah Girl knows anything about crypto, you're crazy. All right, they probably went up and was like, hey, we got an opportunity for you to make a lot of money, and she was probably like, well, is it legal? And then they were like, yeah, it's legal. Not really. It's, you can be sued for it. Only the people who get in early make money like a pyramid scheme. Exactly, Carl. That's what it is. J-Saw says, but Halle thrust into fame. She just riding, doesn't have knowledge, people manipulating her. Yes, and I agree. And a lot of people say that. Halle probably has no friggin' clue what she got herself involved in. I don't like the attitude that she had toward Coffeezilla at the beginning of this. Let's see how this plays out, though. I'm interested. Because he calls in live and debates them.
The HawkTuah Girl came in to copy and paste what her team told her to say, which said, team hasn't sold one token and not one key opinion leader was given one free token. We tried to stop snipers as best we could through high fees at the start of the launch. And so you see their awful tokenomics here. Along with this response, the team hasn't sold one token. And then they post, obviously, a screenshot of a lot of sells from insiders who did not have to pay. You can see on the bot side, there's nothing. And then on the sold side, they're making a lot of money. So how did you get free tokens? Well, you were an insider, right? And I just want to show you exactly how the HawkTuah team is sort of lying by omission here when they say the team hasn't sold one token. And that's because They pre
Yeah, this is fun drama because they're dabbling into a lot of different worlds that I like crypto, which is a world that I like. Drama, obviously, I enjoy talking about that. And HawkTuah, right? Who doesn't like a little HawkTuah?
Oh, you gotta give him that HawkTuah and spit on that thing.
They sold them to a bunch of investors with a pre-sale, and then those people were unlocked immediately upon launch. So you can see that with her tokenomics here. People who bought into this pre-sale, they say they got in at $16.69 million total valuation, which means that if they sold out the whole...
JSaw says in 2 years she'll be back to being a nobody. It's all hype. That's the interesting thing, is that a lot of people say that she was going to have 15 minutes of fame, and then it turns out she's been around a lot longer than most people expected her to be. Yeah, Tina, the slurpy slurp, exactly, the slurpy slurpy. Rocking the mic, if you will.
17%, you're looking at about $2.8 million raised by pre-selling these tokens.
And now she's a crypto
so it's
scammer,
essentially
like
a lie
Boogie.
to say her team didn't sell tokens. Well, they pre-sold them, and then those investors dumped on your fans. That's the problem. Because Bubble Map says we found 280.
So I don't know if you guys picked up on that, but he just laid out exactly why this is bad in a short sentence. So just listen to Coffeezilla, right? He'll explain exactly why this is like not good.
You're looking at about $2.8 million raised by pre-selling these tokens. So it is essentially a lie to say her team didn't sell tokens. Well, they pre-sold them, and then those investors dumped on your fans. That's the problem. Because Bubble Map says we found 285 investors join the Hawk pre-sale. That's about what I saw as well. 89 wallets sold 100% on launch. 47 sold over 50%. Anyway, you can see in total, $3.3 million were sold. Again, as you'll see, on mostly Halle Walsh's fans.
Apparently her podcast is number 3 after Joe Rogan and someone else. Found that to be quite crazy. It is insane. When she has Mark Cuban on, she has a lot of big celebrities on that podcast. I can understand why girls like her, because any 20-something girl can relate to Halle Walsh. So it makes sense to me that her podcast is doing well, because she just talks about young adult woman girl stuff.
Or HawkTuah Girl's fans. And I know what you're thinking. Who falls for this? Well, unfortunately, with situations like this, they're not targeting crypto bros. They're mostly targeting, like, actual fans who've never been involved in, the crypto space before. They don't know any better. And you're going to hear the guy behind a lot of this say that explicitly.
These are people that are outside of crypto that we're going to be onboarding, and they don't give a shit. They don't even know what a market cap is. They just go, oh, cool, free coin. Now I get to join the community. Cool. Done.
Not only did they say it, they sold it in a pitch deck.
E-Shift, the reason people buy them is if enough people decide they like that coin, then the price of it goes up. Therefore, if I were to buy a meme coin before someone who bought it later, and between the time I bought it and the guy who buys it later, people decide, we really like this coin, we're going to decide that it's this valuable. And the more people who buy it, the more valuable it becomes. Therefore, I could turn around and sell it to that guy for way more than I bought it for, thus making me a lot of money. Now, there's a lot of people out there who've made fortunes off of buying meme coins. You can buy it for a penny and then turn around and it's worth $4 later down the line. And if you do that and you put it in $10K or $1,000, you can be a multi-millionaire after that. That's why people do it. It's like gambling. The goal is to look at it and decide in your mind, do you think that people are going to like this? Do you think that this is going to become trendy on the internet? And if it becomes trendy, you can make a lot of money with it. Everybody knows it's worth nothing, but it's like, okay, if I can get people to like this and a lot of people buy it and pump it, then I can sell it. And that's why you get a lot of YouTubers trying to make it more valuable than it really is. Like Doge, when that hit, we were 20K up in profit from the $100 investment, but we didn't sell in time. That sucks. That's a great profit. And a lot of people think it's going to go up forever. You start getting this, they call it the euphoria phase, where you think that you're just going to get richer and richer and richer. And the next thing you know, you turn around and everybody sold and you're left holding worthless Doge coins.
You can see the Hawk deck here. Massive onboarding event. Hawk will onboard normies. So that's why I just don't buy this thought of, oh, well, if you bought this, you deserve to get scammed. Okay, fine. But a lot of the people who bought it had never bought crypto before. They were targeting those people. They said as much in our call. Now, the other part of this scam that I really need to break down because people don't understand it exactly is the fee scam, okay? When this launched, they had 15% fees on trading. They said that this was to stop snipers. But basically what this means...
A sniper is somebody who buys a coin. They have bots and they buy it before anybody else can get it. That's why they call them snipers. They snipe the pre-sale before it goes live and then they sell it on people and get extra money. That's why if somebody tells you they're a sniper in crypto, that means they're somebody who gets coins before they become very expensive. Even worse, there were some stories, people go into debt where they end up owing like 100K and stuff. Those people take what's called leverage. So or I think a coin's going to go up, I could take what's called leverage, and I can put up $10,000, and I can times that by 10. And if it goes up a lot, you can make stupid amounts of money. But the problem is, if you take leverage on that, leverage is just pure gambling, and it turns out to go down instead, you lose your $10,000. So it's just a fancy gamble, really. So that's how a lot of people make a ton of money in crypto by doing leverage. But it also puts a lot of people in debt, and a lot of people can get addicted to it. I don't mess with leverage. I just put what I have into stuff and see what happens. Let's keep going.
And because the team now blames snipers for a lot of this rug pull, but what it means is they benefited the entire way. You can see in 24 hours, they made almost $2 million. Meanwhile, on Dex Screener, you can see the sniper, which is the #1 trader on this coin. They made about $1.3 million in their total profits and loss. So they actually made less in total profits, this sniper that ruined the project, than the team made on fees. I, of course, asked who benefited. Did HawkTuah Girl make the money? Who made the money in this whole thing? And they essentially dodged the question. Who's making millions of dollars on fees from this rug pull?
That's not a scheme. That's the
Who's making fees?
So we can keep this thing going for years. Okay.
Here's the sad part too: is these people who are with Halle, the co-host, the speaker, except for Coffeezilla. I don't know who Doc Holliday is, but this guy everywhere here who's a co-host was probably the person who had investors get together to pitch this coin to Halle and be like, listen, we can make you a lot of money if you were to get in with this. We'll set everything up for you. We just want to attach your brand to it. So she probably doesn't even make nearly as much as these guys who set it up make. And that's where like all this gets really extra sleazy.
Okay, that's how do you think? There's so many expenses.
Who makes the money on the fees? Someone just made over $1 million on fees. Who made it?
First of all, the fees were there with Meteora pools, and that goes to, yes, the creator, right?
Which is who? Who does that own? Who does that belong to?
That belongs to the project.
Who's the project? Who is the project?
Well, the project is over here, Halle Walsh, right? And
how much does Halle Walsh own?
This is Halle Walsh's project.
Dude, he's throwing her under the bus totally because he knows that this is going to not go well. He's basically trying to pin it on her so that people get mad at her instead of getting mad at him, even though anybody with 2 cents in their brain can see that Halle has no frigging clue what the hell's going on.
So she owns all of it.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say that they were coached, Master Toothpick, but this guy was definitely sent here to answer these questions on behalf of Halle. They just need her in the call to get people to like pay attention because Halle's so popular right now on the internet.
Coffeezilla.
I'm just trying to figure out who owns it.
You know how much it costs for lawyer fees to create a foundation in the Cayman Islands, to hire directors? You think this stuff pays for itself? You know, this is how you run a project forever.
He's asking who the shareholders of over here in Halle Ltd are. Because it's not Halle. There's a group of guys probably behind her who are actually making the money, and she's getting a cut of it. That's the same thing that happened with Boogie. Boogie only made like $4,500 from that coin. This is the same exact thing that happened with Boogie's coin. And that's why people got on Boogie for it being a scam.
You have to fund that. First of all, over here can speak to the extensive amount of work and time and people that are on this project. Over here has around 18 people working on this right now as we speak.
This is not a small time type of nothing. We're really trying to do something here, and not just do it for one day and do it for 2 days later.
So who made the money? You haven't answered the question.
J Sauce. Oh, for sure. She's just a blonde cowgirl who spits on dicks. Yep, that's essentially all she does. That's what she's famous for. HawkTuah in it. Don't get me wrong. I don't hate the game, but it's a weird thing to get famous for, and to expect this girl to be like some master entertainer because she knows how to do a sloppy. Maybe people thought she was going to become like an OF star or something eventually, but maybe that's in the future. She's young enough. Lovely gal, though. She's not cut out for crypto at all. I'm sure she has no idea what crypto even is. I guarantee there was a couple of guys who got her on a call and said, hey, you want to make a couple extra bucks? And they were like, oh, yeah, nobody gets hurt. Even though the reality of the situation is the only way that people make money is by other people giving you their money. That's the only way these coins make money. If someone made a fortune on a cryptocurrency, you can best believe that someone lost a fortune of that cryptocurrency.
Question, who made the money? How much did Halle Walsh make of that million, 1.8 million?
It's a foundation that is running this project.
That sounds actually really good, Sarah.
How much does she own of it?
It's a foundation. She owns zero of the foundation.
So y'all made the money?
No, I don't
Y'all
own
made
the
the money?
foundation either. A foundation.
Brother, who profited? Over $1 million was just made.
A foundation that pays people out. And by the way, Coffeezilla, I'm not asking you, questions that are irrelevant to the most important stuff that you said. Who cares where fees go? It goes to bills.
You heard him right. Who cares where millions of dollars went? Supposedly, they have 18 people working on the HawkTuah meme token. So I don't know if that's true, but that's at least what they're claiming. Now, the last thing I need to say before we jump into this context that you need is that there are...
Yeah, he's dodging it. He's 100% dodging it because he knows the minute that he tells them who's actually getting paid, Coffee knows who to investigate, and they don't want to be investigated. There's a reason that they created this banking account in the Cayman Islands, by the way. I don't know if he said that part yet, but the Cayman Islands where they set this apparent, I forget what he keeps referring to it as, a project or whatever, up. And the only reason people set things up in the Cayman Islands is to avoid taxes and shit like that. Guess you could say whoever's doing this is the sleaziest of the sleazeballs. And you can guarantee it's probably the same people who did it with Boogie. It's the same people who did it with everybody else. This is just the reality of the situation we live in. And it sucks too, because I'm a true believer in crypto. I think that crypto is going to eventually be a valuable asset to a lot of people in the future. And I think that a lot of people will be able to benefit from crypto and trading in the future. Just right now, it's guys like this who are making crypto look like an absolute joke to everybody. It's a tax haven. They don't want the government to know just how much money they made. Now that Trump's in office, though, and you still got to pay taxes. If you make a lot of money in crypto, you got to pay a lot. Like, say you make $100,000 in crypto, you're going to end up having to pay like $30K in taxes at the end of the year. That's like making millions for your character in a video game. Yes, exactly.
4 groups to look out for here. 1, you have HawkTuah Girl, who is promoting this thing. 2, you have this guy, Doc Hollywood, who is like Howie Mandel's like son-in-law or something like that. Like, he's this guy who has some connections in Hollywood, and he seems to be the guy connecting HawkTuah Girl with crypto, and he said he was teaching her a meme coin class, okay? And he goes unhinged on her call. 3, you have the guys running the crypto token, and 4, you have the insiders who paid money to get early access to this coin and then are rug pulling a lot of Halle Walsh's fans. What you want to make of that, who you exactly want to assign blame to, is up to you. A lot of people are saying, oh, she didn't know any better. She's getting taken advantage of. Maybe, or maybe she's making a ton of money. Talking about HawkTuah Girl. So
yeah, I mean, that's a good point. If you do find out that she was in on all this, it's not going to look great. I think it might be enough to ruin her career, to be honest with you. HawkTuah Girl scams her audience. She was famous for like less than a year. Like, I don't think I can ever remember an internet celebrity finding fame and scamming their audience this fast in my history. J-Star says, don't hide, just store. Can sit there and be moved around without tax implications. Yep. That's why when you see in movies and people like do heists and stuff, they always say, oh, I got a bank in the Cayman Islands. Like somebody like you and me wouldn't do that because there's really no reason to, because we're not paying that much in taxes. But somebody who has like billions of dollars, yeah, they would definitely stash assets in the Cayman Islands.
Oh, with that said, I just want to show you the call last night. That is what I knew going into this call. And you'll see my questions target some of these different aspects of what I believe to be a scam in this call. And the last thing I have to say is that when they did do this call, they monologued for like 12 to 15 minutes before they let anyone up. So I was extremely frustrated by the time I got up. I think you'll hear a little bit of that in my voice. Not only that, this Doc Hollywood guy called people mentally ill.
Listen, if Mr. Beast don't want to talk to Coffeezilla, then you know damn well that this guy probably didn't want to talk to Coffeezilla either. But if he doesn't talk to Coffeezilla and he avoids him like the plague, that's just going to make him look even more guilty. So it's a lose-lose for him. You either ignore Coffeezilla and then you definitely look like a scammer, or you talk to Coffeezilla and you just do your best to try to convince everybody that you're not scamming everybody.
He said that people should be thanking him or kissing his butt, basically, for doing this for them, as if he's doing them a favor, basically generally berating the people who had maybe lost money in this. And so quite frustrating to go into. And, well, anyway, enjoy.
Everyone thinks that, oh, everything's a rug. Everything's a rug. Everyone's here to you.
Yes, they are.
Nah, we're here to onboard real people outside of this spaces, right? The people here, you guys are already y'all are ahead every day thinking everything's a scam. And you know what? You guys are right. Everything is a scam, but not this.
Yeah, the fact that it's a meme coin makes it a scam by its inherent nature. Meme coins are worthless things. They are worthless things. They are only worth what people get together and decide they're worth. You're never going to be able to pay for something with a meme coin. You know what I mean? Unless they're already worth a lot of money at that point.
Not this. We did not spend 6-7 months of our lives dedicated to trying to do something cool, right? To do something different, not dumping on you, not bundle snipes. Not 100% of the liquidity or whatever was bundle sniped by the team and propped up charts. You guys are not the target audience. Sorry to say, right? This is not the target audience.
Who's he talking to?
The target audience, which is why I'm even doing this, which is what's cool about it, is it's not in this spaces. And listen, most of you, we don't want you in the community. Let's be real, right? You're not great people. I don't know y'all.
I don't want Coffeezilla buying HawkTuah coin. I don't want Coffeezilla. I don't want him involved in the HawkTuah coin. You crazy?
Right? I see some friendly faces in this audience.
He's having a meltdown.
You know, I'm going to say y'all, you guys, right? There's a lot of negativity in the space. I think crypto brings the mentally ill into this thing. Guy. Right? If you guys are incredible, crypto, you're most likely mentally ill. And I'm going to count myself as mentally ill for even being here right now. Yeah. We're trying to actually have fun. We're trying to do something cool. We're trying to give meme tokens away for free to people who have never had any crypto before, any meme token. And you guys should be kissing my ass.
Oh my God.
Something dope.
Yeah, so that's how all of this started. I had watched as people got wrecked on chain, and then I go here in the actual space that's supposed to address everything, a guy berating everyone, calling them mentally ill and telling them they should be thanking him. And that's what led to sort of my attitude when I went up on stage. Also, Twitter Spaces is horrible for doing this kind of work. I normally wouldn't choose it, but all these guys seem to love Twitter Spaces. I don't know why. The problem is people filibuster.
They definitely do.
I know I interrupted a lot. That's because you can't let these people go run off on like 10-hour explanations, which they will do if you let them. So, yeah, anyway, here's when I got up on the space.
Be happy to answer any
I
questions.
have questions. I have questions. I'm raising my hand.
What Coffeezilla?
Hey, this is one of the most miserable, horrible launches I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, then why the fuck are you on?
I've been tracing it on chain for a while. You guys generated over $1 million in fees while y'all's fans got rug pulled.
I like that he said it like that.
There was snipers, but there was also insider trading directly linked to y'all's creator account. What are you guys doing?
Y'all?
No. That's not true.
That is true. That's a fact.
No, it's not.
Well, it's a fact, and you can see it on chain. So
yeah, we know. We trust me. We were there. We can answer that.
You know about the insider trading?
No, there's no insider trading. That's why we can answer it.
Okay, so there's tokens going directly from the main account.
Coffeezilla, just chill for a second.
And then it's getting sold for $50K. Who is that?
Definitely not us. You think we're doing this for 50K? Yeah, fucking right. Talking to the wrong guy. You're used to these bullshit scammers out here.
I'm doing it for
Not
millions,
us.
bitch.
Now, we had...
That's what everyone says, by the way.
Listen, doesn't matter. No, I'm not everyone.
HawkTuah Girl is the worst coin he's seen. Yeah, they're not even trying to hide the fact that they're scamming people. That's what I think is the biggest problem about this.
Right.
That's what we're on, guys. Cookies.
Every single one of those was signed through a SAFT. The deployer wallet. You've heard of a strategic allocation or a private
How much
sale?
did y'all get doing a pre-sale?
How much y'all get a pre-sale?
It's not that we
Selling out your
made.
fans. So
Over here, can you give exact? Hold on, Coffeezilla, take a chill pill, brother.
So y'all just rug pulled a bunch of people.
No, there's no rug. We're here every single day. There's no rug pulled, and it's not done by.
Yeah, it's 100% a rug pull. You're promising people a fair value, and then the minute that they buy, you sell. That is the definition of a rug pull.
Us. Yes, snipers sniped it up to an insane market cap.
No, it's
and
not
dumped
just
it.
snipers.
That was not us. That was, listen.
So when you rug pull, that means you like sell all your assets and just take whatever you can, basically. Now, sometimes that happens and it'll find its way back up to being more valuable, but the majority of the time it doesn't end up happening, unfortunately.
I know that.
Listen, no, I'm telling you the truth.
And y'all made millions on
talking about
fees
hiding
from
assets,
this little
okay.
scheme.
There's not a.
I'm sure that's not you getting those fees, right? Who's making the money on the fees? Who's making millions of dollars on fees from this rug pull?
That's not a scheme. That's the project. So we can keep this thing going for years. Okay. That's how do you think? There's so many expenses.
Who makes the money on the fees? Someone just made over $1 million on fees. Who made it?
First of all, the fees were there with Meteora pools, and that goes to the creator, right?
Which is who? Who does that who does that belong to?
That belongs to the project, right?
Who's the project? Who is the project?
Well, the project is over here.
Yeah, he won't say. He won't say who the project is because he knows the minute he does, Coffeezilla is going to get them. He's going to be able to know where to look. And this guy doesn't want Coffeezilla to know where to look. I guarantee you someone's going to see this, though. Coffeezilla is so popular that someone's going to see this and know something about this and then give him some information. So, it's only a matter of time. Coffeezilla's on the case. He'll figure it out. He'll find something. This guy, all he does is this. So he's got unlimited time to look this shit up. And he's going to want it, too, because he's going to need that story. So he's like half crypto detective, half journalist. So one, he wants the story, but two, he also wants to be the guy who find it and not someone else.
Right. And
how much does Halle Walsh own?
This is Halle Walsh's project.
So she owns all of it.
Coffeezilla.
Did she just make $1 million on fees on a rug pull?
Do you know how much it costs for lawyer fees to create a foundation in the Cayman Islands to hire?
That's what he keeps referring to it as, a foundation. It ain't no foundation. This is nothing more than a bunch of crooked people trying to get rich.
Directors, you think this stuff pays for itself? Right?
So y'all wanted to make the money on day one? I don't understand. I'm just asking.
We're here every single day.
Millions of dollars in fees from the rug.
Day 2, day 3. This is how you run a project forever. Is you have to fund that. And first of all, over here can speak to the extensive amount of work and time and people that are on this project. Over here has around 18 people working on this right now as we speak. This is not a small time type of nothing. We're really trying to do something here and not just do it for one day and do it for 2 days like you're used to.
So who made the money? You haven't answered the question. Who made the money? How much did Halle Walsh make of that million, 1.8 million?
It's a foundation that is running this project.
How much does she own of it?
It's a foundation. She owns 0 of the foundation.
So y'all made the money?
Yeah, they did.
No,
they did make the money.
I don't own the foundation either. A foundation.
100% they made the money.
Who profited? Over $1 million was just made.
I'm telling you, a foundation that pays people out. And by the way, Coffeezilla, I'm not asking you, questions that are irrelevant to the most important stuff that you said. Who cares where fees go? It goes to bills. It goes
when you're
to
charging
attorneys.
15%,
it goes to accountants. It goes to directors.
If you're charging 15% on a rug pull and you're profiting from the rug pull,
there's no rug pull because we didn't pull a rug. I don't know what you're trying to say.
Did.
It's not true. Yeah, that's defamation.
Doc, do the math. Do the math.
Defamation. You're saying that we pulled a rug. There was no rug pull.
3%.
Get him.
You're defaming our character.
Are you not going to let me talk? You just talk over me. You talk over me.
I'm hearing bullshit.
No, you're not. You're talking over me. Let me just lay out your tokenomics. You guys released 3% to the media.
That audio change is
not
not me. That's
17% of the token allocation unlocked day one from your strategic allocation. Are you guys insane? What do you guys think exactly is going to happen when your insiders get sent their tokens? And by the way, who made the money from your 17% pre-sale while you're giving a tiny piece of the pie to the public? Like, what the hell? This is the worst tokenomics I've ever seen, and it is a scam.
It's not a scam.
That's pretty bad, considering that Coffeezilla took down FTX. Like, he was a big reason why FTX failed and got exposed. If the tokenomics in this are worse than FTX, then this is not going to look good on Halle. I would pay to hear the conversation between Halle and this guy after this, because I'm sure that she was probably, what the hell's going on? What'd you get me wrapped up into?
The tokenomics are a scam. That's my opinion. You can say whatever you want about it. You can cry defamation. That's my opinion. It's a scam. And I only do this for a living. I've only seen 1 million of these projects.
So who pays you, Coffeezilla? Let's
YouTube.
Ooh, turn it around. Turn it around. Turn it around. Nobody's here for me. Everyone's here for you. Where did the fees go? Where did the money for the pre-sale tokens go?
Janie.
Why did y'all unlock day one so people could dump on Halle Walsh's fans? And how involved was she really? And how much money is she making from all this? What's her cut? I just got muted. So yeah, that was the conversation.
Yeah, they kicked him out of the call after that because he started talking about Halle, and I'm sure that guy's desperately trying not to lose her. If she unassociates herself with that coin, it's dead. It's instantly dead. As if he's not the Nordwall. Yeah, he is. Or ne'er-do-well. Ne'er-do-war. Yeah. She probably knows nothing about it at all. She probably thinks he's selling real cookies. Yeah. She probably thinks it is like some kind of value, like a coin with her face on it and a little cowboy hat going, HawkTuah! Suck that D.
And obviously, I got a little heated there towards the end because, I don't know, there was something about this guy berating people who had lost money and insisting that what was so transparently true about the fees being made, about who's benefiting from the pre-sale, just dodging all of that, it gets me so
I'll take a look at it, Tina.
Bothered. I guess it shouldn't at this point. But, you know, what can I say? I'm only human. I will go ahead and highlight there were 2 other moments. FaZe Banks got up and called these guys out, which is funny.
This 100% was a mismanaged, mislaunched. Like this is what Coffeezilla said. I would label this a scam as well. It's pretty obvious. Like Coffeezilla brought up, 97% of the token was bundled into the same cluster. And in layman's terms, that just basically means 90%. 97% of all the tokens owned were by related wallets, friends of friends.
No, she probably didn't even make 2 million. She probably got like 100K or something modest.
The friends of friends.
Look, there he is. There's Coffee getting muted. FaZe Banks.
They were like, no, that's not true. It's not true.
Yes, it is true.
False.
Yes, no, it's 100% true.
And then also Nick O'Neill, who is another crypto Twitter guy, he got up there and he asked them basically what I did because they wouldn't let me back up on the space. And he said, where's the money going to? And then HawkTuah Girl, decided it was time for bed, and that was the end of the space.
So I'm sort of curious, like, not for the token price itself, but just in terms of the fact that there's fees that are being generated, there's an actual, like,
hey
source
guys,
of income.
I hate to interrupt you, Nick. Well, hello there. But anywho, I'm going to go to bed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay. First off, she sounds like a cartoon character. Hi, guys. It's me, HawkTuah Girl. I got a guy in my ear. He's my publicist. He's telling me I need to get off this call ASAP before I destroy everything. So, see ya. 84K people tuning in this space. Yeah, that's because Coffeezilla was there, and a lot of other big crypto guys were in there as well. So I'm sure that they were eager to try to get, everybody knew this was going to be content.
Can you imagine being asked questions about a scam, and in the middle of the questioning you go, I think I'm going to hit the bed, Gotta wake up bright and early for tomorrow. That is just wild. These people are not serious, or at least it doesn't appear that they're taking it very seriously. I think it's concerning when you have a project which, they can say whatever they want about their 18 employees and all the hundreds of thousands they supposedly paid to set up these Cayman Island corps to do it the right way. But at the end of the day, when you make millions of dollars on launch, where does that come from? When your insiders sell $3 million, where does that come from? Maybe the normies that you were targeting to get in?
Yeah.
That is my problem. That is my issue, and that's why I came at them so hard.
So essentially, it's like if I was like, hey, guys, I need you guys to all chip in everybody who watches this, chip in $20 and send it to me because I'll send you guys back a really nice little coaster, except you guys all said it to me, and I send you guys back nothing. And I go, oh, yeah, sorry, coasters didn't end up working out. I totally scammed you, right? The same thing happened here.
That's basically it. I think Halle Walsh or HawkTuah Girl, to whatever extent she was involved.
Can you imagine being called HawkTuah Girl your whole life? Oh my God, dude. I'd rather not. HawkTuah, what's that mean? Well, it's when you're going down on a guy. Okay, that's enough. I don't need to hear anymore.
Is still unclear or was unclear.
Well, New Moon, if she didn't know before this, she's got to know now that whatever she's in is not going to be good for her.
Until her transactional entertainment lawyer contacted me. I'm just editing this live, guys. He contacted me and said he wants to have a offline convo. I said I can't do that. This is a live story. If she wants to comment on the story.
I'm not sure if Coffee's going to read this, but I want to read it. So Christian Baker messaged him, Coffee, I'm Halle Walsh's transactional entertainment lawyer, non-crypto. Would like to have an offline convo to give perspective and get advice if you are willing. And then Coffee says, can't do offline, but I've been trying to reach Halle all day. If she has any final comment for story or wants to shed light on how much she's been paid and will be paid for the Hawk coin, kindly respond by 5 p.m. GT today.
Or shed light on how much she's been paid, kindly respond. I'll put up all these screenshots. They say she was paid in advance from a company to handle the token marketing dev launch of $125,000. That's the only money she's seen to date. If you have any specific questions, happy to answer. I said, what company was she paid by? What's the agreement? Did she see a cut of the pre-sale or fees from the liquidity pool? The best thing for my story is to get a copy of the agreement, of course. Christian replies,
she got $125K. I mean, she kind of got screwed by the other guys, but still, that's a lot of money for scamming your fans. That's way more than Boogie got. Boogie got $5K.
Was supposed to get 50% of net proceeds after payments of costs to third parties. Is that the 18 employees or whatever they have? I don't know. I don't know what costs they have, but 50% is a lot. They were supposed to be mutually approved between her and the company. All decisions regarding to allocation were supposed to be mutually approved. Those decisions haven't been made at this point. The goal would be to salvage the token for the holders and her true fans and do right by the community. That's not going to happen. I can't provide the actual contract, as you can imagine, but I'm happy to continue to be responsive. Your spaces and comments have been helpful, blah, blah, blah. I appreciate what you... Okay.
I just want to read this all. All decisions with regard to allocation were supposed to be mutually approved. I guess when he says supposed to be mutually approved means that they weren't mutually approved. Those decisions haven't been made at this point. The goal would be to salvage the token for the holders, her true fans, and do right by the community. Open to ideas from the community. It's too late. I think you already kind of screwed them, didn't you? The people who lost money aren't getting it back. Maybe just give them back their money. Her allocation of tokens was agreed to be 10%, locked with 3-year vest after. Yeah, that's pretty terrible. That coin's going to be worthless by then. She has not personally received any tokens at this point. Yeah, because she got paid to use her name. At the end of the day, she's still preying on her fans. Her fans are the ones who are getting screwed in all this, regardless of whether or not she received any coins. She got $125K to use her name. I can't provide the actual contract, as you can imagine, but I'm happy to continue to be responsive to questions. Your spaces and comments have also been helpful in giving her and her non-crypto team good info and insight to take back and ask more in-depth questions to them. I appreciate what you do. It seems like this guy's, they're trying to fuck my girl, and I'm trying to get her unfucked. So can you tell me how to unfuck my HawkTuah prize, my prize piece, please?
We all know. They always say that, by the way. This guy does not appreciate what I do, I don't think. You know, an entertainment lawyer appreciating somebody talking about somebody, I don't think that's true. Look, the big deal, what he said, is 50% net proceeds. That's a lot. actually. Now, again,
yeah, exactly,
18 employees working on the HawkTuah coin.
So JSaw says, yep, her fan retail meaning everyday people like you and me who invest, not like professional traders, but people who invest as like a side job, not somebody who's super wealthy, but somebody who might just really like Halle Walsh and wants to get involved in her coin to be supportive, are the ones that are stuck with token worth nothing. The pre-allocations use retail as their liquidity. Exactly. So the pre-allocations use retail as their liquidity. Liquidity meaning like that's where they're going to get their money from. They're going to just take the people's money and run away with it. DSB says acquired an exclusive pic of Halle W and posted it on Discord.
I don't know how much they're going to end up seeing at the end of the day, but it's going to be real money. The question about like, oh, salvage the coin, want to salvage the coin. Guys, the problem is you've sold millions of dollars of pre-sale tokens and they're still out there. There's still people with these coins who are waiting to sell. So the second you go and salvage it for the fans, you're kind of dooming them again. So the best situation is just people, well, I don't really know. I don't like to give advice in situations like this. You know, it's like asking someone how to clean up a car crash. It's like, well,
yeah.
Ideally, this wouldn't have happened in the first place. So can't give too much advice there. The situation's horrible as it is. I appreciate them actually responding, though. But she is actually making a lot of money off of this. And I do actually think that's a problem. So I don't know. I think this whole situation is terrible. And she should feel bad. I hope she does, really, because she got in bed with these people who clearly saw dollar signs. She saw dollar signs, and they did this, and people have been hurt. So, yeah, that's basically it. Oh, one more message from Hawk's lawyer. This guy keeps messaging me. He says, this was not a speculative opportunity for her. She truly didn't intend to fleece fans. She genuinely wanted to make this a community token of fans and onboard Web 2 to Web 3 and be a long-term face.
Yeah. Well, that didn't happen. So Daddy Scambait sent me this picture of HawkTuah Girl. Apparently this is never before seen, guys, so prepare yourselves. This is breaking news, guys. Take a look at HawkTuah Girl, and I'm speechless. There she is. There she is, guys. Pretty crazy, right? Can you believe it? The real HawkTuah Girl before your eyes, right there. And shocking to say the least. Sounds like a Muppet, looks like a Muppet. I never knew she had purple skin, to be honest with you. That's pretty shocking to me. But all right, so Tina sent me something. Let's take a look at what Tina sent me here. Look at her. She's just like, I made so much goddamn money. I made so much money, guys. So this is an article from Rolling Stone. Let's take a look here. HawkTuah Girl's crypto team short on answers after disastrous meme coin bust. This was written by Miles Klee, Thursday, December 5th, 2024 at 6:43 p.m. So it was written today, actually. And I just realized that I've been signing everything the wrong date. Since becoming a viral star this summer, thanks to Street Interview, which she's charmingly imparted graphic sex advice, Halle Walsh, a.k.a. HawkTuah Girl, has launched a podcast and an animal charity, carving out a pleasant niche for herself as an influencer. Being more online, of course, has allowed her to sustain and profit from her fame, though it has also led to some curious endorsements, which regularly touts the greatness of X, formerly Twitter, its owner Elon Musk, and Tesla's troubled Cybertruck, to take a handful of interrelated examples. Along the way, Welsh has also found herself enmeshed in the world of cryptocurrency and boosting Bitcoin, which she has invested in. Unsurprisingly, for a woman who bills herself as queen of memes, she also owns some Dogecoin, a so-called meme coin based on the iconic Doge meme of a Shiba Inu. She bought it because of Musk's enthusiasm for the meme and asset, which have now lent their name to his Department of Government Efficiency, or Doge, a commission he is set to run for President-elect Donald Trump. Being a meme herself, it was perhaps inevitable that the crypto entrepreneurs would see the opportunity to leverage Welsh's brand for a new coin in a similar vein. And so, on Wednesday, she and a team of advisors launched Hawk, on the blockchain platform Solana, while promising that it was compliant with security laws and certainly not a cash grab. One day later, there is virtually nobody in the crypto industry who believes that. With anticipation high, the value of the coin exploded by 900% in initial trading on Tuesday, bringing the market capitalization of Hawk to nearly $500 million. Then just as quickly, the price collapsed by approximately 95%, wiping out retail investors in hours. In hours. Imagine investing in something and in just a few hours, you're like freaking broke. Like you basically might as well just took that money and lit it on fire. The market cap has since slightly recovered, reaching 28 million. Accusations started flying, with many crypto observers alleging that Hawk was a pump and dump scheme or a rug pull when developers build hype for a crypto project to raise money only to liquidate their positions and walk away, with others left holding worthless tokens. Of particular interest, as the meme coin crash was alleged evidence of Hawk insiders offloading their stake for huge sums, and some buyers, known as snipers, quickly amassing a vast majority of available coins that they soon unloaded for instant profit. One crypto wallet, as the publication Cointelegraph found, was able to grab 17.5% of the supply and then flip it for 1.3 million within just 90 minutes, according to the blockchain data analyst Bubble Maps. 96% of Hawk was concentrated in one cluster of related wallets as of Tuesday afternoon, indicating a high degree of coordination in these transactions. Walsh and her team attempted some damage control on Wednesday evening in an audio event on X Spaces, but they did not manage to allay suspicion of scam as investors began filing complaints with the Securities and Exchange Commissions, the SEC for short, and at least one law firm advertised its services to those affected. Walsh was mostly silent during the hour-long conversation, allowing her crypto partners at the platform Over Here, which had launched Hawk, and an individual known as Doc Hollywood. Oh, yeah, that sounds like a guy that's trustworthy. I'm Doc Hollywood. To answer questions pressed on what had gone wrong. The men talked in invasive circles, insisting that the team of 18 people behind Hawk had not sold their tokens. Oh, man. Yeah, it's not looking good. The discussion turned contentious when Steven Findeson, a YouTuber who goes by Coffeezilla and is known for his hard-nosed investigations of crypto fraud, was allowed to speak. This is one of the most miserable, horrible launches I've seen in my life, Findeson said, prompting Walsh to interject, seemingly unaware of his work. Okay, when why the fuck are you... Hang on, I gotta say it like her. Okay, then, why the fuck are you here? Findeson went on to grill Hollywood about how he had received nearly $2 million from the unusually high transaction fees for Hawk's trades. Hollywood said it went to the foundation in the Cayman Islands and had developed the project, but would not give any more details on the organization. He and an Over Here representative vowed to reproduce evidence to counter allegations of improper financial activity, though as the following afternoon have not. Findeson concluded his time on the call by labeling Hawk a scam outright. At another point in the call, Richard Bankston, a YouTuber known as FaZe Banks, agreed with Findeson's harsh appraisal. He advised Walsh to immediately fire whoever had convinced her to be the face of this mismanaged cryptocurrency, saying that Hawk disaster was another example of influencers entering the crypto space without an understanding of how to perform due diligence and protect their audiences. She did not acknowledge the advice, but 20 minutes later, Welch abruptly cut it over a technical question and said, "Anywho, I'm going to bed. I'll see you guys tomorrow." To which someone said, okay, bringing the interrogation to an end. A representative for Welsh did not respond to a request for comment from Rolling Stone, but the Spaces discussion was evidently damning enough as she removed the recording from her X account. It remains available through a YouTube upload. Findeson hosted a Spaces debriefing on his own account afterward, continuing to hammer the Hawk developers for dodging his questions, adding that he had been muted at times. He also lamented that it was not experienced crypto investors harmed by the crash, but newcomers to the scene, which sucks because people who get into crypto are the reason why we have these massive pumps. And if these people don't come in, then the people who've been invested for a long time waiting for these new people to come in are basically never going to get money. like me. I think there was lots of signs this was not going to work. Finance tells Rolling Stone they sold 17% of tokens to insiders who had no lockup for their tokens. So if you don't have a lockup, that basically means I'm going to walk away the minute this thing's released, and we're not going to continue to work on the token. We're not going to continue to do anything. So MP, I'm surprised the government has to take laissez-faire approach to crypto. Seems like crypto is one giant scam. It's really not, though, MP. Like, there's a lot of tokens out there that have real good use cases. But yeah, meme coins are dying, you know. But the good thing about crypto is for the American dollar. Like, everybody uses USD to buy crypto, and crypto is purchased all over the world. So actually, it would be in the government's interest to want to keep crypto as popular as possible, which is why Trump seems to be supporting it. Additionally, she said she didn't seem to take it too seriously when she was confronted. I hope she acknowledges the harm of what she did, intentional or not, and takes accountability to help her fans who lost money. Yes, they should all get HawkTuah'd. If you lost money in the Hawk coin, you get a free HawkTuah from the HawkTuah Girl. That's what I think is fair, guys. I think that's the only thing that's fair, to be honest with you. You know? But no, I think that this whole thing is just a big fucking scam, obviously. We all knew that. These influencers, the minute these people get tastes of money, they want more money. And then they'll do whatever they can to get that money. So it's sad, especially as somebody who enjoys crypto and thinks that there's actually a lot of really good use cases for it. It sucks because, like they said, new people getting into crypto are going to end up getting screwed, and they're probably not going to want to come back to crypto. Bye, HawkTuah Girl. It was nice talking to you. I've never understood it. You can't use it at any major retail store. Can't use it to pay off a car, house, business loans. Can't use it to pay off any debt or credit cards, medical. I don't get it all. Well, MP, I think at some point people want that to be the case, though. They want to be able to do that. Right now, though, it's like a stock. Look at it like a stock, because you can't really use stocks to pay off stuff either. But it's basically just a different version of a stock, but it's a currency within organizations that they use as like their own way of paying for things. You can pay for stuff with Bitcoin. The coin that I've actually invested my most in is the coin that I think is going to end up being currency one day, and that's Caspa. But a lot of people think XRP is. But as far as like sharing money or sending money to people, it's great for that. You could send $10 million across the other side of the world in 2 seconds, which you can't do in the banks. So that's where the real value of crypto comes in. I can send anybody money via crypto like that. So, and certain coins become more valuable than others, and that's what people are pretty much betting on. I heard soon there's going to be an EG coin. There already is. It's called the late coin because we're always late to the good shit. That's what I see. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot, guys. We need to talk. We need to sing about this, though. I think we need to sing about this. Oh, HawkTuah Girl. HawkTuah, we hardly knew her. We hardly knew her, guys. Halle Walsh, she tried to make some crypto, but didn't go well. She tried to scam her fans, and now she's going to hell. But the HawkTuah Girl, she's in a world of trouble with her 15 minutes of fame. Yeah, you don't want Coffeezilla smelling your shit, 'cause Coffeezilla, he don't quit. And Coffeezilla, maybe he would give up if she gave him a little bit of HawkTuah. A little bit of HawkTuah. Halle Walsh, I'm giving you some advice. Message Coffeezilla and and be extra nice. Maybe try your best to convince him you got nice breasts and that you'll HawkTuah him. You'll HawkTuah him. Just HawkTuah him. Halle Walsh sounds like a Muppet. She knows how to suck it. I guess that's really cool to teach little kids in school that if you grow up sucking wieners, you're gonna make $1 billion. $1 billion. Yeah, I feel like, you know, that HawkTuah teaching kids. If I just go on these interviews and I talk about S and some D's, I'm gonna be rich too. She can't do that. She's all neck and to her legs. Hey, we don't make fun of people's looks. Someone clipped this that sent it to Coffee. Yeah. Coffee. I'm telling you. Well, actually, that was really a song to Halle Walsh. If I was her, I would be like, hey, Coffee, what if I were to hawk to you? What if I was to hawk to you? Nice hip hop. Thank you, DSP. That's what I bring here. We just sit down and we sing songs about shit we talk about live on stream. Oh my God, that made me laugh out loud while I'm grading papers. Good, Daniel's crew. I hope everybody gets an A. Halle Walsh has a nice chest, so I'll give her a pass. Fair enough, MP. Fair enough. You know, some of us, you know, are the bar's low, you know, so why not? She is a pretty girl. I'll give her that. She's a pretty girl, but I don't know if I could deal with that. I don't know if I could deal with talking to her every day and being like, you know, she'd be like, where's the food? I told you I wanted some wine. She also seems like she probably drinks a lot, if I had to guess. But I think her parents were like meth addicts or something like that. So she's a good role model for little kids who want to grow up to be OnlyFans models. Yeah. Well, she's not even OnlyFans, and she said she's never going to make one, which kind of defeats the whole purpose of making her famous, right? Never going to get to see the HawkTuah girl HawkTuah. We will never HawkTuah with HawkTuah. It's too bad. It's too bad. But I think that's going to wrap up the stream tonight, guys. I got to work on a video. Anyway, guys, though, I hope you had fun with this stream. I do have some really amazing guests lined up for the show. Just off the top of my head, the people who I'm willing to say, Raymondo is going to be coming on. Beckett's going to be coming on. I got to work out times with them. I got to reach out to Internet Anarchist. I think he said he was going to come on. Chud Logic is going to come on. That's exciting. And then I got a secret. Person who said they'd come on. And I'm not going to tell you guys about, because I want it to be a surprise, because let's just say he's the effing man. Anyway, guys, love y'all lots. Don't forget to HawkTuah.
EG lately standing for what's right.